Hey guys, today's video is a request that I received after I did my first makeup tutorial video last week. If you want to see that video and the technique for how I define my outer corner and things like that, I'll put a link down in the description. But this look is inspired by a peacock. The person that requested this video asked that I do an eye look that wasn't, had the colors of a peacock, so that's what I did. I've never done a look like this before. I've always used bright, bold colors, but I've never used these colors together, and I'm really happy with how it came out. I think it's really pretty, and for me, this would be an everyday look, but, that's me. So, there's a Chartreuse lid, Chartreuse color on the lid. Inner corner is lemon yellow, and the outer corner is like a blue color with some bold liner and lashes, and I did purple liner just to kind of tie it all in together and try to use as many colors from the peacock as I could. So it doesn't necessarily look like a peacock, but the colors are inspired by the peacock. So just keep watching if you want to learn how to do it, and check my Instagram for colors of the look. I'll put it up on there because it definitely looks a lot better in pictures. Also, follow me on Instagram. It's ebenz315, same as my username here on YouTube, and I always post a picture of a look before I put a tutorial up, so if you follow me on there, you'll kind of have a little advance notice of when a tutorial is coming and what it's going to look like. So if you want to learn how to do this look, just keep watching. So most of the time I start my eye looks with just a basic nude or cream colored shadow on my lid, and I've applied that already on there, and I've already filled in my eyebrow. Both eyebrows, obviously. So next what I'm going to do is we're going to start with a shade stick. The shade stick color is Lucky Jade, and if you don't know what a shade stick is, it's kind of like a creamy stick, and that's the color of it. Maybe you'll be able to see a little bit better the bottom. That's the color. And it's really good for just applying pigments or shadows more vibrantly because it gives it a colored base and something for it to stick to. So it's really great for vibrant colors like the green that we're going to apply to the lid. So we're going to start with that. And just apply that on the entire lid. Doesn't really matter too much if you go over the crease, it's not a big deal. I try to stay under and stay away from the inner 1/3 of your eye towards the inner corner. So once a good amount of that is on there, we're going to apply a MAC pigment, and the color is Chartreuse. I believe this is a discontinued color, but like I said, these looks are really versatile. You can pretty much, just pick any color that you like. Even if it's close to it, it'll work. So, you could find something in a drugstore and get the same result, especially with the shade stick. That's what's really great about that. Even, you may not be using a pigment, but it'll really make it a regular eyeshadow, like a packed eyeshadow, look really vibrant too. So we're going to just pat this over the pigment, over the shade stick, so patting the pigment over the shade stick, helping it to stick. And you can see how vibrant that green color is. I'll get close so you can see. It's really on there good, and it's a vibrant green. And with the shade stick, it'll stay there for hours. It really does stay there for a really long time. Okay, so we're going to take our paper towel, and we're getting ready to contour the outer V and the crease. So I'm going to take my 219 from MAC, just a pencil brush. And when you're doing vibrant color looks like this, you really want to make sure that your brushes are really clean. Because if they're not, then they can really muddle the vibrant colors that you're putting on. And I always clean my brushes most of the time after I use them every time, but not always. So what I'm going to do is go into Speed Blue, and it's this color here. And this is the Kat Von D Beethoven palette from Sephora. It's a blue, it's I'd say a medium blue with a little bit of purple undertone to it. So I'm going to load that on my pencil brush. Line up my paper towel where I want it. And start blending. So I'm going to blend my outer V, up my crease. And again, you want to stay away from the inner corner. I mean, it's not like a tragedy if you get it in there, it's okay. But we're going to be putting like a yellow color in there. So to help that maintain its brightness, the yellow, you definitely want to just keep all darker colors out of there until we blend in the end. I'm going to check my progress. And I feel like that looks pretty good. Just going to apply a little more maybe in the crease area. But the outer V is well defined. I'm happy with the color. I'm happy the way it blended with the green. And so I will continue on. Okay. The next thing we're going to do is do the yellow in the inner corner. No, it's really hard to see on here, but I did put some pictures, like I said, on my Instagram, so you may, for more color accuracy, look on there. My Instagram's ebenz315. So, to put the yellow pigment, I have lemon yellow here, and it's a really pretty gold colored pigment with a lot of metallic in it. But it doesn't stick that great. So what I use to make it stick is my painterly paint pot from MAC. And I use this a lot. It's just kind of like a basic cream nude colored shadow, and I use it for a base for a lot of things. So I'm just going to take a little on my finger and just put it in the corner of my eye, patting it on. And I find with the painterly that you have to kind of, if you're using it for the purpose of making eyeshadow or pigment stick, you kind of have to do it right away, put the shadow on right away, because otherwise it'll start to sink into your skin and it won't have the sticking effect that you want it to. You could use a shade stick here also if you have a shade stick, but my shade stick just broke, so I usually use Beijing. It's kind of like a similar to this, so you could use that instead. But I'm just patting that on the inner 1/3 of my eye. Then I'm going to take a MAC 213, just a basic eyeshadow brush, and go into the pigment. And with this kind of a pigment, you definitely want to start by patting it on first, just so it doesn't go everywhere. So I'm just going to pat that on, and it's sticking pretty well. So I start with a little bit, pat some on, add a little more, pat it on again. And it's okay if it's blending a little bit with the green and the blue, because you can always go back and fix whatever you don't, whatever you don't like. That's what's great about makeup. So you can see the yellow is in the outer corner, in the inner corner, and it's a little bit more in the middle than I would like it to be. So I'm just going to go back with my pencil brush, go back into the Speedy blue, and just blend with the yellow a little bit. Just have a little more blue in the crease, and then I'm just going to add a little bit more of the Chartreuse green color there as well. So basically, my approach with this type of makeup look is I start knowing where I want the colors to be. I apply them and then I fine tune it later. Like, you know, as far as, oh, I want, you know, a little more blue to be in the corner here, or I feel like I need a little more green here. And you just kind of eyeball it and see, you know, what looks best. Sometimes I'll look in the mirror and I see, you know, the blue here might, you know, drop off suddenly, so I might feel like I have to round that off a little more or something like that. So that's the basic look. You would just add liner to this and lashes, you know, mascara, whatever, you know, you're doing for the day. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please let me know if you have any questions about the products I've used, questions about substitutions that you could use instead of some of the products that I've used, any comments, please leave them below, and any future requests that you'd like to see, makeup looks, products, anything like that, just let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to rate and subscribe.